From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
A brother from California wants to put us up on game in regards to the job market in relation to Hispanics and Blacks. Check it out.
Here's the truth about being Black in the California job market. If you walk into business and you notice a 90-10 ratio of Hispanic workers and non-Hispanic workers, that's normal. But if you go into the business and all you see are Hispanic workers, then you know it's not the place to apply. Just walk out. They're not going to hire. Unless the hiring manager is a Hispanic. But if the hiring manager is Hispanic, you're not getting the job, sorry. If the customers are Hispanic, you're not getting the job, sorry. If the employees communicate in Spanish within the office, no matter how qualified you are, you're never going to get that job. So don't give your hopes up.
So you basically said that if you walk into a business and you see predominantly Hispanics working there, or if they're in upper management, you're probably not going to get the job. And he's absolutely right. Now, I am born and raised in California, right? So I know all about it. But on average, the unemployment rate for Black Californians is about 6.4%. For Hispanics in California, it's 6.1%. So not that big of a difference. But you know what the difference is? The difference is in ownership. Hispanics own about 815,000 businesses, and Black Americans own about 185 businesses. So that's a big gap, right? So thinking about what that brother said, you walk into a business, it might be owned by Hispanics, but also we know that, white folks, they like to put Hispanics in upper management and all that because they know for the most part they'll work, but they ain't gonna rock the boat too much, right? And of course, y'all know what's going on with the illegal immigration situation. And oftentimes, a lot of them are not here legally. Okay, because again, they can pay them less. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to these Black-owned and Hispanic-owned businesses. See, if we would pull our money together and own and control more businesses, then we wouldn't have to worry as much about going into businesses where Hispanics are running the show and trying to get a job. Because for one thing they gonna do is they gonna gatekeep. Oh, yes, you can believe that. They gonna gatekeep. Oh, no, we not hiring. But they hiring their people. They not hiring Black people. And listen, they'll even hire white people. But they not gonna hire Black people. That's just what they do. They gatekeep, right? Now, of course, I'm not dumb. I know a lot of times they could get loans and things like that a lot easier than us. We can't, out of racism and a whole host of other things, right? So we can factor into that. But if we would just start small and start pooling our money together and say, okay, what happened to the Black cleaners? Because my relatives used to own a Black cleaners in Los Angeles, California. They had it for years and years and they sold it. It's not in the family anymore. But where are the cleaners? Where are the mechanics? My father was a mechanic. He retired. He's 81 years old. But where are the Black mechanics? You rarely see any of those anymore. You go anywhere in California, you'll see mostly Hispanics with auto shops, tire shops, and things like that. Now, see, the one issue that I have with us as Black business owners is we like to do a lot of restaurants. And there's nothing wrong with restaurants. We like to eat out and things like that. But what about making and creating businesses that matter? I think about Carter G. Woodson in The Miseducation of the Negro, which is an awesome book, right? He talked about that. He says, great. Black people want to go off or send their children off to get these degrees in psychology and this, that, and the other. He says, yeah, we need psychologists and things like that. But we sent our children off. Now, this book was written, I think, late 1800s, early 1900s. But we sent our children off to get these, astute degrees. But we forgot about the laundry. We forgot about the grocery stores. We forgot about the mechanics, the plumbers and things, the blacksmiths. That's what they had back then. We forgot about all that stuff. And so now we go to the Asian, the Hispanic, and white people for those things that we used to do and do well. Who y'all think built this country? We did, because we had all of the skills to do that. So yes, those things are important, going off to be a psychologist and things like that. Doctors, yeah, we need black doctors. I'm not saying we don't. But we need the everyday things too, right? Now, I'd love to go to a black cleaners again, right? But we need to start thinking more like that. So that way, to this brother's point, we ain't got to work into none of their businesses and hear, oh, we not hiring. We're not hiring. When we know they hiring, they're just not hiring us, right? And we can walk into our own businesses, whatever they may be, and say, hey, a sister need a job, a brother need a job, right? And say, yeah, we hiring, come on in. And the other thing too with black businesses, I see y'all, a lot of y'all don't hire black people. For whatever reason, y'all hire Hispanics and everybody else. You rarely even see black people in there. So yeah, we got to knock that off too, because they not going to hire you, but you so busy putting the cape on for everybody else for whatever your reason is. But we got to knock that off. We got to start gatekeeping our businesses, because when we gatekeep our business, we gatekeep the money too, right? And to quote the late, great Nipsey Hussle, all money in. That means all money comes in, right? From black to black. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra K Show.